Now we're going to be famous on the internet. Hi, hello, internet. My name's Lucas.
I'm Monica.
And I'm Janna.
And we are the Beepboop release team. And we're going to talk about the things that are new to Beepboop, new to our applications in the last 2 weeks or so, something like that. All right, Monica, I think first thing is yours. You want to take it away?
Thank you, Lucas. Okay, one of the many releases that we have had during this week is that the audience turns have been reduced from 40 to 20 because we have seen that free students love us that much that we want to increase sales, and it is working, and let's see how they continue working.
Yeah, no, 20 is, we landed on 20 because it's still enough for most students who aren't paying for membership to fully participate in about 2 classes every week. So that's still, like, we're still learning, but they don't get access to the other VIP stuff, and they can't take 9 classes in a week and fully participate. So yeah, and that's just to encourage more people to become VIPs. So.
Exactly, and also because they like it, they love our classes, they attend them, they participate, and when they run out of those turns and they join more lessons before those seven days end, they get 2 extra turns for per drill that they attend, for them not to lose that opportunity. But it's I would like to add that those speaking opportunities are going to be given only in lessons from their level or below.
True. And yeah, we want people to be VIPs because we know they learn better, they have access to more resources. Through Beepboop, they can have more speaking opportunities, obviously, as well as study materials and other things. And also that helps the business grow. It helps us be able to build new features for everyone, including our non-paying students, to benefit from and learn more from. And also that helps us pay our teachers and do that kind of stuff. So that's why conversions are a good thing for us as a business in terms of making the product even better and helping even those who aren't paying us learn even more. So
cool. Muy bien.
What else?
All right, I can introduce our next feature. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. It's a very visual change. So before we had a catalog page to document all of the different topics that we offer, and that is a very important functionality for our students, so they know just how many lessons, how many different types of lessons we're offering, all the different things that they can engage with. But now we've introduced this much more visual, much more branded page that also has a feature of tracking how many times you take a class with that topic. So once a student takes a class in, say, AR verbs, they'll get a leaf at the bottom of this card to show that they're taking classes, and this will hopefully encourage our students to continuously revisit different topics, really emphasize this repetitive model of learning. And also just introduce a bit more of a fun, exciting element of illustration, pictures, color into the site.
Yeah, I love the design that you did with that. So you've got the taka in the trees and all that, so it's visually fun, and it's a good way for us to remind students. And Monica, I'm sure you talk about this with students all the time, like repetition. You have to keep practicing. You have to keep doing it. You can't do it once and say you learned it. So I think that's a good reminder for everybody.
And also the ability to add those topics to the wish list, and with the find function of having the start like swirling. I mean, it caused attention because at first I remember some students were confused how to use them, but once they saw the start list, said, "Oh, I know how it works." So it was really friendly to use and fun at the same time.
Yeah, it's great.
Okay, muy bien. And so continue talking about the wish list. Okay, students add topics to their wish list, and the system selects the topic automatically 90 minutes before the lesson. And of course, the selection gets more votes by VIPs and the membership that they have. Okay, so, but we have one little issue that when we have new topics, students tend to add them right away, and that topic is being repeated.
It's a good sign, right? They want the new topic. They're excited about it. So
yes, but on the other side, you know, some students don't want to take the same topic in a row, like for 3 or 4 times in the same day. So what we improved here is that the same topic cannot be selected within 2 hours, having the same student taking a drill. So that's great, because some students were like, yes, I love this topic very much, but I don't want to take it that often. I want to take it like once a week probably, or twice a week, but not 2 times a day. So that's a great improvement we have had.
Yeah, that's great. With the work that Janna did on the topic tree, and then with this work, it's that repetition and that spacing, both of which are so important for learning. We're moving in a good direction with both of those, which is very cool. On the kind of less learning side and more logistical side, we've done a couple things as well. One of those is we've improved and made much more obvious and easy to use the add to calendar function. After someone registers for a class, they can add it to their calendar on whatever platform they're on and whatever calendar they use. We had that functionality for a while. It was a little buggy because of the packages that we were using, but now it's much more robust. And so having those reminders, if you schedule a class a week out or a few days out or even an hour out and you have a bad memory, now you're more likely to be able to attend. And that's particularly important for our speakers, because we do have limited speaker slots, meaning slots for those who are going to talk throughout the whole class. And so making sure those speakers remember to come and engage in the class makes sure that the classes are more lively and engaging and useful for everyone. So I think that's going to be a good feature for us as well.
Yes, and I would like to add something there, that we have now buttons that are more clear for students to understand how they are joining, like as a VIPs or as free students, because we know that VIP students can still join lessons that are full, but they join as free students for them not to lose the opportunity to learn. But that caused some confusion because they used to expect more speaking opportunities, but now with those buttons, it's I think it's clear enough for them to understand how they are joining to reduce their confusion.
Yeah, awesome.
Yes.
Yeah, that does make it a lot more clear to the students, which makes them much happier when they come into the class and they already know exactly what to expect. So that makes that smoother too. Improves the flow.
And talking about, we were focusing more on the student side, but from the teacher's side, we are also happy that now we can teach from our mobile devices, from our cell phone, or from our tablet, because before we used to do it, but with other improvements, some changes caused not to be very friendly to work with them, but now everything is it's great. We have a button that says like, okay, the join button is not there when it's not time to join, because I sometimes joined the wrong lesson and I was like, where are the students? And Lucas, you are in the wrong lesson. No, yes. Now that's not possible to happen anymore, because the button is not going to be showing until it is time for the lesson to start. So that's great. And yes, and when the lesson ends or when the lesson is canceled or killed, that button also disappeared. So that's great.
Nice. Yeah, and that's one visible part of a lot of tech things that we did under the hood. And that was, correct me if I'm wrong, Janna, but I think that was the last of the code that was still living from the days when we used to run classes on Zoom, which is why that was so funky previously.
I see.
Yeah. So, but yeah. So now we're fully modern. We're all on our RTC in the browser system, and that makes life easier and smoother for teachers as well as the students. So, yay! I think that's everything. Well, everything for our existing apps. I do want to briefly tease that we've been working on something that is an entirely new way for our students to learn. It's It will help students with their vocabulary and with their speaking, much like our existing drills do, but it's going to be a shorter format. It's going to be even more interactive than our existing drills. It's going to be gamified. It's separate from our existing classes. We're not changing the classes. We're not getting rid of classes. It's an entirely different way for students to practice and learn with each other. So that's my tease for that. We should have more information on that really soon. We're hoping to actually have students testing a beta version of this thing next week. So today is Friday the 13th. So next week, we're hopefully going to have some students on this new thing that we're doing, and we'll reveal more about it then.
I'm sure they will love it.
We hope they do. So, okay, cool. Anything else?
I think that's it.
Yeah, I think that covers the big stuff. Cool. Well, thank you guys. It's been a pleasure chatting with you. And whenever you people are watching this video, for us, it's Friday. So happy Friday. And I'll talk to you guys soon.
Sure. Have a great weekend.
You too.
Hasta luego.
Bye.